morning. Welcome to Wholesome Roots.
Well, you guessed it. It is another frigid cold front here on the homestead. But I got my Christmas tree down before Valentine's Day. Accomplishments made.
You dropped the glove.
Oh, thanks for picking that up. I had to take it off to work the camera.
Oh, okay.
Bo, you stink. You stink so terrible. You smell like a buck. It's a good thing I like the smell of bucks. Anybody else would say, ew. Ew, boy. Ew. Sweet boys.
Gotta get their stuffing ready. Because common fact, everybody knows that goats are actually hollow on the inside. So every day they have to keep replacing their straw stuffing because they're just like big scarecrows walking around out there. They gotta stay full of straw at all times. That makes sense, right?
Sure does. Makes sense to me. Is that why they're so big and round at the end of the day?
I think so.
Today it's too cold for the boys to come out. Ryan is home and so is Dalton. So Dalton's watching the boys and Ryan and I are gonna tag team our morning chores to hopefully get done quicker. It's nice having an extra set of hands. So he's gonna set up the paddock with their hay, make sure they have water, and I'm gonna get to milking. Friday night's live show. Do you think they enjoyed it? Did you enjoy it?
I did.
I did too. For those of you who didn't get to join us Friday night for the live show, we didn't really decide until the morning of, so I apologize for no prior notice of that. But we are going to be doing this on a regular basis now. Right?
Maybe.
Friday night.
Sure.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ryan might not join me some nights if he's not in the mood.
I have a problem.
That's fine.
With commitments.
It's true. He is a hard one to set down any plans with. Trust me. I know. Every time I'm like, hey, can we do this next Thursday? Well, I don't know how I'll feel next Thursday. And I'm like, so can we do it? Can I make plans? Sometimes you just have to make plans, and no matter how you feel, follow through with them. You did with me. It worked out for you, didn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
He said that confidently, didn't he? Doghouse for Ryan.
I made a couple more ice buckets and I broke them both getting them out because I know I could have flipped the buckets over and they were perfect, y'all. They could have come out perfect, but if I turned them upside down, then I would have lost all the water that was still good inside. So I broke them, just trying to get them out. They're still cool. Pretty neat. I like the ice buckets. They make good temporary decorations, I think.
Anymore, huh? It's dried up. The goats love to get our leftover Christmas tree after we take it down. It's always a nice treat. I often don't get it down until Valentine's Day, so I see myself as being very productive this year in having it out to them in January. You see the blue on my hands, or purple, blue coat? I had to reburn Cinnamon's horns. He's doing good. The horn buds popped off during the burning, so that's gonna ensure that they most likely won't grow back now. So that was good. It looked like a good, nice, clean burning this time, whereas last time it felt like I didn't get enough because his horns were too long, because I waited too long. So please, despud your goats as soon as you can. You see his mama's got some purple on her ear from where he rubbed against her. We also rebanded juniper. We did 2 bands this time. It is recommended that you do 2 bands if you are worried at all that they're gonna mess with it and get it off. Last time I just did 1 band. I did 1 band on my alpines and that worked fine for them, but this guy is picking at it, so his came off. So I had to give him 2 more this time, and he's getting picked up today. I don't like banding on the day that they're leaving, but this is a experienced goat person, and they already have had banding done on their goats before, so they know what to look for and what to keep an eye out for. So I feel as though he will be okay, and they'll contact me if anything seems awry. You see he's licking it already though. I hope he doesn't get it off again. He's a bit persistent. If he remains persistent and gets these bands off, they're gonna have to take him to a vet to have the snip done. I've heard people doing it at home, just making an incision above the testicles where the tubes go up into the body, and it's just a small incision and you pull those bands out and you can cut them and remove them, and it works really good for on the farm surgery, but it's not something I feel comfortable doing yet. Maybe someday, but the banding usually works just fine. So we'll see. He's uncomfortable. It pulls the hairs and it's tight. It's not painful, it's just uncomfortable while his first stages are getting used to it. I was telling Ryan, I really don't think we should sell juniper. It's too late though. We've already committed to that, and like he said, we don't need another buck.
Sell it.
It's very tempting to keep him because of his beautiful pattern on his fur. He's related to Bo though. Bo's his dad. And we already have a lot of Bo's family members in our herd, so it's not a good idea to have a lot of relations. So he wouldn't be able to be used for breeding, but for a couple of our goats. So no point in keeping him.
I know it would be nice to just keep every goat possible, but I love that we can spread the joy of goat ownership across the whole world, or across our local area at least. Spread the joy, let everybody experience what we've come to love. Goats and chickens for everybody.
Yay! I was looking at pictures yesterday from last year, and I had gone back and was looking at really old pictures, and I saw those beautiful Nubian bucklings we had last year. Why didn't I keep all of them? Can we keep all the bucks?
Nope.
Bummer. I do want to keep a diverse genetics in my herd, so we will likely be getting another buck from somebody else's farm at a future date. No time soon. Fluffernutter still has a lot of work he can do because he's not related to anybody in the herd. So he'll be good to go for this fall. But the following fall, we'll probably need to add some different genetics in. So bucks are really good when you have a large herd. It's good to have more than one buck so that you can use different bucks for unrelated does. So we're trying to keep up with it. But I just want all the bucks. Every time I see a buck for sale on a goat group, I'm like, oh, look at him. Oh, look at his genetics. Oh. Bucks are actually where you should spend your money. If you're going to purchase something that's from a high-end genetic makeup that you have to spend a lot of money on, do it on your buck, because your buck is going to breed with every one of your does. You're going to have that genetics in most of your herd. So it's best to invest. It's best to invest in a good buck and not a goat that climbs on you. You're trained not to do that, Rosemary. Good does are good to have too. They're important. It is good to have good genetics, that's for sure. And we are very lucky that we have some incredible genetics in our herd. And this is another reason why I hate to sell bucks or any goats. They have such a bond with their mom. Oh, she's gonna miss him and he's gonna miss her, but he has another little goat to play with at his new farm. Her name is Tinkerbell, so he's gonna have fun with Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell and Juniper, they'll be sweet together. Oh, his poor little bow-legged. You should, oh, that pinches a little. You see Cinnamon looks just happy as can be, even though he just got his horns burnt. I think we got him good this time though.
I think they think that the camouflage leaves are real on my jacket.
Attack of the goats!
Why are you pushing me down? She wants all the attention.
She sure does. That's my fancy girl. Never met a more affectionate goat. Oh, even Chaos is gonna say hello, and she's our skittish one. She's like, you must have something awesome because they're all around you. I love these babies. They love this Christmas tree. Look at that. Did it snow? It's several of the leaves over on the shadow side of the house have what looks like snow on them. Or very heavy frost. My goodness. What are you doing? You had to come say bye to Juniper?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go in and wash your face now?
No.
No? You don't want to wash your face? You do? You don't want to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well let's go in and wash your face. No! You're confusing me. Well, Juniper just got picked up. Very bittersweet.
I'm happy for him. Seems like he's going to a great home where
Definitely.
he's gonna have lots of love there. So that's really good. I got a really good feeling about where he's going. So
that's one thing I'm very particular about is my goats have to go to a good home or they're not leaving. I'm very, very particular about that. I only want the best for them. Well, thank you guys for watching.
You know the drill.
We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.
Bye.